Hopewell Valley boys lacrosse continues to get the job done on offense and on defense. We show you what opponents will be up against as the sports MCT approaches. And at Notre Dame, a doubly good day on the diamond. I'm Mark Fontes with sports. They took on perennial rival Pennington Saturday under the sun and the above-average Notre Dame Irish Monday in the rain. Yet both games for Hopewell boys lacrosse featured strengths that show why they're the #1 seed heading into the Mercer County tournament. Hopewell Sean Clay proving that no one comes into the dog pound and pushes he and teammates around. Boys lacrosse hoping to beat Pennington after the Red Raiders have gotten their way in head-to-head competition of a lot of sports this year. First period, Taggart Whitaker, whoosh! He scores it on Pennington goalie Joe Alessio. Not long after that, Ryan Mann, receiving this long pass, tries a shot from farther away, and it's in there. Mann, one of a hat trick of Bulldogs to record a hat trick. That one put them up by a hat trick. Senior Elliott Rose finished the day with a pair of goals, one of them right here, along with the celebration swoop after. Mann and Brady Moore give him props. In the second period, Moore and Mann pass it around. Moore eventually locates Chaz Bell. Bell shoots and scores it on the bounce. Hopewell went up 5-0 before the Red Raiders even came close to scoring. Midway through the second, this was Alex Garicki's contribution for Pennington. He cut the deficit to 5-2, which was your halftime score Saturday. But in the second half, the Bulldogs continued to pour it on offensively early third period. This is called If At First You Don't Succeed. Try and try again. Bell's first shot hits the post, but it comes right back to him, and he nails it on try number 2. Saturday, Hopewell owned double the bragging rights along Route 31. Baseball doubled up the Red Raiders 4-2 in the opening round of their Mercer County tournament, while Lance Whitaker taking one for the team right there. His team tripled up on Pennington, winning 12-4 for their 12th win on the season. Fast forward to Monday, a somewhat tougher opponent in the Notre Dame Irish wanted to rain on Hopewell's parade, but there was already some rain. This game all about Hopewell's stingy defense. Notre Dame's Kevin Knorr tries to connect with Greg Scozzari, but the pass broken up and taken away by Big Murph Butler, number 17. He gets rid of it. Later, Murph playing 34. The Irish pat Atten very tightly, and as a result, that's wide of the net. Now, goalie Kyle Hohen, another major factor in why the Dogs have only allowed 68 goals in 15 games. Butler here sticking to Shianis Larkin like a wet T-shirt. Whistle blows. Butler insists he was pushed first. Fourth quarter, it seemed everywhere the Irish tried to pass the ball, there was a man in black and gold. A scramble for it here. Matt Pagano, number 7, scoops it up, starts heading the other way. Moments after that, Scozzari with the ball for Notre Dame. Pagano and Kyle Higgins with some brute double-team action on him. He can't get away, eventually falls to the ground. Whistle stops play. All the goals in this contest scored in the first half. Closing minute, Notre Dame trying to make something happen, but nothing doing. The Bulldog D gets it done, allowing only 2 Notre Dame goals Monday. Staying at Notre Dame, baseball played host Monday in those wet conditions to crosstown rival Lawrence High in an MCT quarterfinal matchup. And in softball, a ferocious comeback that may help the Lady Irish to at least a share of their division title come season's end. In baseball, no score bottom 1. Sean Farrell at third for the Irish. Charlie Moriali on the hill for the Cards throws a pass ball in and out of the catcher's glove. Farrell heads home from third. They don't get the ball back in time. Irish take a 1-0 lead on that. Lawrence High in the top of the second inning would load the bases, giving Tyler Yeager a chance to put some runs on the board for Red. But Ryan McGowan delivers a called third strike. LHS couldn't believe it. The ball looked low and away, but McGowan nonetheless gets out of a jam. Bottom 2, Notre Dame again with runners on. That's Matt Modica at second. Drew Sika at the plate. Sika sends it to left field, and it drops in for a base hit. They wave Modica around. The throw from left cut off by shortstop Jess Russo. He throws home, but Modica slides in safely, so now 2-0 Irish. Russo at the plate in the third. Hits it on the ground to second. It's muffed by Mark Maximo. A rare error for him. Cards would go on to load the bases yet again for Connor Springsteen. Routine double play ball, but again too hot to handle for the Irish infield, so Mike Jennings trots home and scores. Cards on the board, and moments later they'd get some runs the conventional way. Dylan O'Brien lifts that to center. Russo, who had made it to third at this point, comes in to tie the game. A possible MCT upset brewing, rivalry style. The Cards also made one very impressive defensive play. Jeremy Keegan lines it to Russo at short. He guns it to first, and they get a double play here. A huge way to put 2 quick outs on the board. We'll show it to you once more, since it will end up being one of the defensive highlights of the MCT for the Cards. The Irish erupted for offense in the 6th inning, and they advanced to the semifinals, beating Lawrence High 8-2. Over on the softball field, Alyssa Giampolo on the mound late in the game, a contest in which the Irish battled back from being down 8-0 here in the 10th. Angelica Satek up for the West Windsor South Pirates, 2 out. Giampolo can't get it. It rolls foul, but since they touched it, it's a live ball. Quick throw to first. They get out number 3 in the bottom of the 10th. 2 runners in scoring position for Notre Dame. Maddie Schaefer steps into the batter's box for the Irish. 1 out for West Windsor South. They're hoping not to drop this game. Schaefer lifts it to right. It's caught. Lauren Sander at third tags, heads home. She's in there. But that's not where everyone's looking. The Pirates insist they recorded a double play at first base. We'll show it to you again. Now keep your eyes back on that spot. Satek makes the catch. Her foot on the bag, it looks that way from here. They definitely beat the runner. The umps, though, did not change their minds. They felt Satek was just slightly off the bag. So the Irish, with a major comeback, now only have to win 2 of their last 3 to take home at least a share of the division crown. And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Prior NAMI Business Systems. With fast, dependable on-site service, we change the way small business does business. Petty Boys Lacrosse Monday held off a late rally by Hun to edge the Raiders 7-5. Air Force-bound starter Chris Allen and 2 fellow starters returned to the lineup following injury. The win puts the Falcons in next Monday's Prep A championship game against the Lawrenceville Big Red. We will be there. Well, that's all for sports. In a moment, Memorial Day will be here before we know it. And while Hamilton puts on one of the area's most popular parades on that day, there's a lot you might not know about it, like the fact that it started off as an area fair. Don't miss tonight's Mercer County Close-Up.